Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Now, I got a question from a long-time subscriber, and he wanted to know, how do you know if you got a down-ass chick? How do you know if you got a ride-or-die chick? How do you know if you got a woman that's going to stick with you through thick and thin, good or bad? How do you really know? And, you know, look, I hate to break it to you, but all you got is time. That's all you got in this life we live in on this planet Earth. All you got is time. Time will always tell if you got a woman that's a ride or die that's going to stick with you through thick and thin. There's nothing that's guaranteed. I wish there was something guaranteed. But the only thing that's guaranteed is that one day you're going to die. That's it. When it comes to these relationships, there's no guarantees of anything. Not at all. And it doesn't matter if you dated for 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. It doesn't matter. I've known couples that dated for 2 years, 5 years, and as soon as they got married, it fall apart. Then I known people that met one day, and 2 months later they got married, and they still together to this day. It's scenarios that's like that. I know people that met one day, and within a month later, they got married and they still together to this day. And then I know people that got married 3 months later, and they're not together to this day. So it's a lot of different scenarios that come into play. And just because you date somebody, or just because y'all have a boyfriend and girlfriend in the beginning, it doesn't make any difference today. Not at all. And what I've learned over the years is when couples that break up, a lot of them say that, you know, the reason why they didn't make it, a lot of times it didn't have anything to do with them directly. It had to do with the outside influences. That had a lot to do with why they just didn't make it long term. That's what I've been hearing over the past 20 years. And look, man, in this life, man, the best thing you can do is just enjoy the time and experiences that you share with people, and watch the company that you keep. And this is why I always say you should run your life like as a business. Don't waste time with people that don't care about you. People that you know don't care about you. Spend time with people that you know got your back, got your best interests. Don't spend time with people that you know ain't worth a nickel. Don't waste your time. Life is just too short. And as you get older, you're going to see that, you know, I can't keep wasting my time and keep doing the same old thing. That's if you learn. That's if you want to become a better person. That's if you want to have kids one day and pass down something to the next generation, and have the next and set the next generation of kids up in a much better position than you. That's if you care, but you have to care. You know, because, you know, people only do what they care about. People don't do stuff just because they have good morals, or they don't do things just because everyone else is doing it. That's not the case most of the time. So all you have, man, is time. Time will always tell at the end of the day when it comes to any relationship, really. That's all you have. I wish that there was some guarantees you know, as far as, you know, if I do this or if I do that, if I take this step, I take that step. But all you have is time. And time always tells. That's really what it is. See, what you have to realize is that most relationships are set up to fail from day one. And see, a lot of people go into relationships thinking that they're set up to win. And that's just not the case. You know, a lot of people just don't, a lot of couples just don't have the tools in order to be successful in relationships. That's really the real deal. See, most people go into relationships for everything else that really makes a difference. They go in a relationship for love. They go in a relationship for sex. They go in a relationship because they want to get something from the other person. They want the other person to do something for them. They want the other person to make their life easier. And if you go into it that way, you're going to be very disappointed, my friend. I'm telling you. Because, you know, people put the cart before the horse. People get the licking and sticking, and the baby come, and, you know, and nobody talks about the money until the bills start coming in. So if you go into it like that, that's where the problem comes in at. See, most couples can't get past the problems. That's where most couples get into trouble at. Because relationships, marriages go through stages. You know, you got the problem stage, and you have to produce, and then you know, there's a lot of stuff that comes in that's involved in the relationships, and most people are not on the same page, and they can't get past the problems, and they start pointing the finger, they start bickering. The expectations is so high, and it's kind of unreasonable. So, and that's why most relationships go straight to hell, because most people are delusional. They go into it like, you know, it's like a vacation. It's supposed to be like a vacation every day. It's supposed to feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, they want out. Someone wants out. And that's just not the case. Every day you're not going to feel like doing something. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how much you claim you're into the person. Doesn't matter how much you claim you love the person. You're not going to feel like doing something every day. You're not going to feel like getting in your car and driving to the store to get grocery every week. You're not going to feel like going to work every day if you got one. You're not going to feel, you might not even feel like having sex. That's just reality. But see, most people, they're kind of like in this fantasy world. You know, a lot of people reading too many books, reading too many novels, and looking at too much television. And it's real life out here. This ain't no game show or no movie or no reality television. So before you get into any serious long-term relationship, you have to really be serious and make make sure the other person know your expectations and the end goal up front. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your time. It doesn't matter how long you dated. It doesn't matter if y'all were friends in the beginning. None of that matters. What matters is that y'all are on the same page. And y'all have to make sure y'all stay on the same page. And make sure that y'all take care of y'all business and don't let other outside influences get into y'all business. Because if you let other people influence what happens in your household, it's a wrap, my friend. I've seen it happen so many times. You know, it's happened to me. I've dated other women, and as soon as their friends started to influence them, it was a wrap. Their mind was hijacked. So it is what it is. So all you have is time. Make the best of it and be great. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel. Check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Go get my books. Join my Players Club. Until next time, peace.